Real Madrid with a 2-0 victory over Granada today. Casemiro and Benzema getting the goals. Sid Lowe is with us. Sid, ever since Real Madrid were absolutely horrific, shocking, however you want to describe them against Shakhtar, that's 6 in a row for them now. What's changed?
Well, I think what's changed is you tweeting that this was the worst Real Madrid team you'd ever seen.
So.
I think that was enough.
That was the inspiration.
Your tweet has been printed out. It's been printed out and sellotaped onto the wall of the dressing room for everybody to see. Yeah. Remember what Dan Thomas said about us. And ever since then, I mean, look, on one level, and we did actually say this, I would like to make this very clear, we did say this at the time, that they were building up towards that week when it felt like their season could genuinely end, you know, going away to the Sanchez Pizjuan to play Sevilla, playing Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Champions League, and then playing Atletico Madrid. Had they lost all 3 games, which at that stage looked very, very plausible, their season would basically be over. They'd be, I think it would have been 12 points behind in La Liga, with Atletico having games in hand, and out of the Champions League in the group stages for the first time ever. And yet even then, we were saying, yeah, but the chances are they'll get through this week and they'll be fine. And that seemed to be what they needed. That kind of sense of being on edge, that sense of right, okay, there's no way back now. We do this. And there's been a touch of that about Real Madrid for the entire time that Zidane has been manager. That sense that they might not be great week in, week out. They might not be great in those games that maybe don't excite, that maybe don't bring the best out in players, that maybe don't motivate them. But that when they've had to perform, they have so much quality in the team, albeit, as I think you were right to say, this is not as a team with as much quality as in the past, but they have so much quality in the team that they normally respond, and they did so.
And they're a bit more Real Madrid-y now, in the fact that it's a bit more of a swagger, and you get a feeling that there is almost an inevitability that they're going to get the win.
Well, that comes from winning.
Yeah.
That comes from having won 6 in a row. That's when you get that sense of confidence. But you didn't have that sense of confidence after the Shakhtar game.
No.
It was inevitable that they were going to be in trouble.
Some describe them as the worst Real Madrid team
correct.
they've ever seen.
And those people, who are those people? Where are they now? See, Real Madrid is a team that will continue to come at you. And even when they're not playing well, they're still Real Madrid. And so there's a sense of, okay, yeah, at some point they're going to turn it around. What was surprising is that it was taking so long. Right. What was surprising is that they were looking as average as they were.
Because there were so many bad performances.
Correct. And they were in a row. And you were saying, well, when is the reaction going to come? And so then you started asking, well, is it going to come? And I think what has happened is that Zinedine Zidane has said, you know what? This whole thing about rotating the team, we cannot. We cannot rotate the team because we're not good enough. And so we have our injuries, we have our suspension, we have whatever the case may be. I have a team that I'm going to settle on, and that's going to be my starting 11, and I'm going to trust this guys. I'll make a change here and there, but I will not make structural changes to the group, and I'm going to ride these guys for as long as I can and until we get on a nice path of winning games. Once we do that, maybe we'll consider rotating players in and out. But he has found a nice rotation. He has found in terms of what he wants on the field. And he has found in Karim Benzema the continued answer as to who the guy is going to be in the final third who's going to win games for you. He's that guy and will continue to be that guy. If he gets injured, then you may go back to that conversation that you had before.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.